YouTubers. Today we're going to talk about a good old standard, Sunnyside of the mountain. Before we get into that, I want to invite everybody to please subscribe to the channel if you didn't already. If it's your first time visiting, welcome aboard Wayne's World of Mandolin, where we talk about bluegrass standards and we talk fundamentals and technique and exercises and gear and all kinds of things set up. Try to touch base on a lot of different things, getting enough content now to be able to pair some videos together, and I'm hoping to start some playlists and that kind of thing. But this tune, what I was just playing right there on the front, Sunnyside of the Mountain, like everything that we touch on, I want it to be bigger than just the song that we're playing. You might have already noticed a video that I have up about a particular shape that we play bluegrass out of. I like to call it this this two-finger thing that we do. A lot of other people have said that, and I kind of picked up on the term myself. Two-finger shape. In this case, B. A lot of people do this tune in B. I believe the original cut might have been in the key of A. I'm thinking it was, but a lot of times people sing this one in B. The Third Time Out Boys used to do this one live on stage. But anyway, this shape that we play out of, and I've demonstrated in that video, you might want to check it out. It talks about this one shape that kind of enables the bluegrass sound. And today we're going to kind of customize some things that we're doing around that shape just for the key of B. And this is going to happen with all the different chords, and eventually I want to get to a standard in each different key. I'm just going to start with this one. And if you notice right on the front, those pickup notes, just the same way that if we're kicking a tune off in A and we want to reinforce the notes by playing double stops, playing 2 or sometimes even 3 pairs of strings, the front of this is the same. To have a nice full sound, we're going to start with both of those strings together and then play the pickup notes up to an F sharp note. This melody is starting on the 5th scale degree. 1, 3, 5. In the key of B, a lot of tunes would start either on the root, on the B note, or if it started on the 3rd, you would hear this series of pickup notes. This melody is starting on the 5th. There's an important technique. That hammer on that I'm playing, that's actually to a minor 3rd note. I'm going to the 5th fret. Everything else is in the B major scale. There's the next double stop. And then to an E right above it. So we're watching these different shapes kind of go by as the chord progression would go from the B to an E. Sometimes I refer to this as the Orange Blossom Special E, because that's the double stop that kind of gets featured and embellished in that tune. Some of you guys have picked it up from that. And we're going to get to the whole fundamental of this B double stop scale, but for right now, we're just picking out the chords. So we're in first position. I'm taking advantage of the open E string here. Even though I'm playing out of what we think of as a closed position, again, customizing it for the chord that we're in. And that has a nice bluesy sound. If I was playing a kickoff in C, I could use the open E string there as well. And it's going to fall on your ear a different way because we're hammering on from an E note in the key of C, which is a major 3rd note. So it's going to have a different sound than it does in B. again, the minor third sliding into the major third. And there's a great, if you wanted to think of it as a lick, but it works great in this melody. Watch how both of those notes, I flirt with the minor third, push up to the major third, and then another slide from the minor third down to that C sharp note at the 4th fret. And then the same move, moving up to the A and the D strings, which again, that would be the minor third of the E chord that we're playing out of now. And then down to an E note there. So that we should feel like we just went to that E chord. So now, following the chord progression, it goes to an F sharp major. This can be an arpeggio or a chop shape, if you wanted to think of it that way, that a lot of people overlook because it's like if you took G and just moved it towards the nut. So that we're playing a B flat, which is the major third when we're playing an F sharp chord. So right there, there's that chord anticipation before the band would actually go to that F sharp. That's where the song would change chords, but I've already kind of pushed in to that sound already, which gives it a nice bluesy effect. And look where we are. This same shape that I'm making a big deal out of has just been moved down to the bottom 2 strings, playing the F sharp root note there on the E string at the 2nd fret. And then I'm going from this position of F sharp to here, 4th fret and 8th fret. The same shapes that we've already used on the other chords, now under this finger where I have the 3rd and the 5th of the F sharp. We're playing out of that shape now. So let me go through everything that's happening with this F sharp, because there's more movement on this chord than there was the B or the E. So that same phrase, same little slide, minor third to major third, then to a B in this position, with the F sharp under our finger here on the D string instead of here. It's the same exact double stop played down here. So the break has kind of traveled from this neighborhood of the fretboard all the way up here by the middle, or it's pretty repetitive because we're going to start again. That time on the E, I'm playing a busier lick. Again, to make it a little more contemporary or a little more modern, however you want to put it, out of the E, starting on a flat 7 note. So it's a D note on the 5th fret. Let me go from the middle of the solo and take some off of the tempo. Now I'm going to play the same phrase for the F sharp. But instead of working down to those low notes here, there it is, the B scale. And I played right up that scale out of the F sharp to a high B, and then tagged with this shape, which is the first time that we've played out of that position in the entire solo over the B chord. We did see it here on the F sharp. But if you're not, I want to break this down because really we're playing, if you thought about the chords, B up to an E, then F sharp, and then a high B. Those are really the shapes that we're playing. This one doesn't feel as much like a scale when we land on that double stop, but technically we would have the B under our fingers there. And just notice the difference in these shapes. If this is your index finger playing the root note, if I play from here, those are exactly the same notes as if my ring finger were playing the B note up here. It's just that the mechanics of the mandolin and the way all of it works are different when your index finger is covering that root note, and it gives it that bluegrass sound that we're all used to hearing people play out of these positions. So I hope this can help with, it's a breakdown or a run through of Sunnyside of the Mountain, and we're moving this around a lot on the neck, and we're seeing this shape that we use for the root chord move around in these scales, trying to understand how we're moving that chord progression instead of thinking about the chop, B, E, F sharp up here, those positions, B, E, F sharp. You can think of them in these ways, and that can greatly help to kind of make different compartments out of the information that we're using to play this solo. It's such a fun song to do. If you get a chance to play it in a jam session and somebody's got a set of pipes and they can sing it in B, you'll have a lot of fun.